morning everyone, I am Lindsay Baring back and again with another math tutorial video. So my topic for today is all about properties of real numbers. So closure property of addition. The sum of any two real number is a real number, where a plus b is a real number. For example, 2 is a real number and 3.5 is a real number, so that the sum of these will be a real number also. So 2 plus 3.5 is equal to 5.5. So 5.5 is a real number. 7 plus 2 is equal to 9. 5 plus 2 is equals to 7. So that is the example of the closure property of addition. 1/2 plus 1/2 is equal to 1. Closure property of multiplication. The product of any two real numbers is a real number, where AB is a real number. So for example, 12 is a real number and 1/3 is a real number. So 12 times 1/3, so the product of this will be a real number also. So 12 times 1/3 is equals to 4. So 4 is a real number. 3 times 7 is equals to 1. 6 times 2 is equals to 12. 5 times 2 is equal to 10. Then 6 times 3 is equal to 18. So these are the examples of a closure property of multiplication. So commutative property of addition. Two real numbers can be added in any order, where a plus b is equal to b plus a. So for example, 12 plus 7 is equals to 7 plus 12. 3 plus 5 is equal to 5 plus 3. Then 10 plus 1 is equal to 1 plus 10. 30 plus 6 is equal to 6 plus 30. Commutative property of multiplication. The order in which we multiply numbers does not change the product, where a times b is equal to b times a. So for example, 3 times 5 is equal to 5 times 3. 10 times 3 is equal to 3 times 10. 4 times 5 is equal to 5 times 4. Then 6 times 2 is equal to 2 times 6. Associative property of addition. If three real numbers are added, it makes no difference which two are added first, where a plus quantity of b plus c is equal to quantity of a plus b plus c. For example, 5 plus quantity of 4 plus 6 is equal to quantity of 5 plus 4 plus 6. 5 plus 10 is equal to 9 plus 6. 15 is equals to 15. So both have the same answer. 9 plus quantity of 3 plus 5 is equal to quantity of 9 plus 3 plus 5. Add first the number which is in the parentheses. So 3 plus 5 is equals to 8, then 9 plus 3 is equals to 12. So 9 plus 8 and equal to 12 plus 5, then the answer is 17. So another example is 10 plus quantity of 7 plus 8 is equal to quantity of 10 plus 7 plus 8. So 7 plus 8 is equals to 15, then 10 plus 7 is equals to 17. 10 plus 15, then 17 plus 8. So the answer is 25. Associative property of multiplication. If three real numbers are multiplied, it makes no difference which two are multiplied first, where a times quantity of b times c is equal to quantity of a times b times c. For example, 3 times quantity of 5 times 6 then is equal to quantity of 3 times 5 times 6. So 5 times 6 is equals to 30, then 3 times 5 is equals to 15. Then 3 times 30 is equals to 90, then 15 times 6 is equals to 90. So another example is 12 times quantity of 7 times 5 is equals to quantity of 12 times 7 times 5. So 12 times 35 equals to 84 times 5. So the answer is 420. 9 times quantity of 7 times 10 is equal to quantity of 9 times 7 times 10. So 7 times 10 is equals to 70. Then 9 times 7 is equals to 63. So 9 times 70 is equals to 63 times 10. So the answer is 630. Identity property. Any number added to the identity element 0 will remain unchanged. 0 is the identity element of addition, where a plus 0 is equals to a. For example, 12 plus 0 is equals to 12. 99 plus 0 is equals to 99. 20 plus 0 is equals to 20. 48 plus 0 is equals to 48. And 56 plus 0 is equals to 6. Identity property of multiplication. Any number multiplied to the identity element 1 will remain unchanged. 1 is the identity element of the multiplication, where a times 1 is equals to a, or 1 times a is equals to a. Example, 15 times 1 is equals to 15. 1/2 times 1 is equals to 1/2. 7 times 1 is equals to 7. 1 times 3/4 is equals to 3/4. And 1 times 20 is equals to 20. Inverse property of addition. The sum of a number and its additive inverse opposite is the identity element 0. A and negative A are additive inverses, where A plus quantity of negative A is equals to 0. For example, 12 plus quantity of negative 12 is equals to 0. 15 plus times negative 15 is equals to 0. Then 8 plus quantity of negative 8 is equals to 0. 25 plus quantity of negative 25 is equals to 0. 2 plus quantity of negative 2 is equals to 0. Inverse property of multiplication. The product of a number and its multiplicative inverse reciprocal is the identity element 1. A and 1 over A are multiplicative inverses, where A times 1 over A is equals to 1. For example, 2 times 1/2 is equals to 1. 4 over 3 times 3 over 4 is equals to 1. Then 7 times 1 over 7 is equals to 1. 5 times 1 over 5 is equals to 1. Then 3 times 1/3 is equals to 1. Distributive property of multiplication over addition and subtraction. Multiplication distributes over addition or subtraction, where A quantity times B plus C is equals to AB plus C. Then A quantity of B minus C is equals to AB minus C. So where A times B is equals to AB, then A times C is equals to negative AC. For example, 5 times quantity of 8 plus 2 is equals to 5 times quantity of 8 plus 5 times quantity of 2. 7 times quantity of 5 plus 3 is equals to 7 times 5 plus 7 times 3. 4 times quantity of 5 plus 2 is equals to 4 times 5 plus 4 times 2. Then 10 times quantity of 5 times 2 is equals to 10 times 5 minus 10 times 2. 6 times quantity of 3 minus 1 is equals to 6 times 3 minus 6 times 1. So that's all. Thank you.